Hello YouTubers. I have been asked to do a series of basic tutorials in Sony Vegas Pro 9. I've managed to get hold of a copy of it, which I'll have for about a month. So I thought what I'd do is, while I've got it, I will try and do some basic tutorials. As you all know, I use Movie Edit Pro 15 Plus. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to do a side-by-side video, because I use these kind of videos a lot in the comparisons that I do. What I thought I'd do is show you how I would do it and try and keep it basic. To start off with, what you want to do is have your two videos, one on top of each other, leaving a track free at the top for the text. At the moment it looks like this. It doesn't matter which goes on top because they're going to be side by side. Now there are a few ways of doing the side by side videos. I have looked in the cookie cutter. You go into video effects and cookie cutter. You could use this, but I think it might be a bit more tricky to try and get the same kind of effect. I'm not going to bother showing you that way. I shall show you the way that I would do it. Now in the videos that I have done, I've used Movie Edit Pro, so this is the way that I would do it in Sony Vegas Pro 9. Okay, so you got your two videos. What you want to do is go to the track motion button, click on that. That brings up this little box. You might have these boxes clicked. You want to unclick them to start with because it will give you more control over this box. Now you could go into click on these boxes and actually physically type in the numbers, but I would say that this is a longer way of doing it, so we're not going to do it that way. Here's your video screen, as we can see there. Right, what you want to do is move it so that it's pretty much on the Y line, so that it's more or less in the middle. Then what you want to do is move the box up until you get the size that you want. Obviously I'm looking over here at this screen to see how it fits. That is the first box. Once you've done that, you can type in here and name it something, press the save button, and that will give you a saved preset. And then that means that if you want to do this type of video again, all you got to do is go to your preset and it will come up like that. That's the first screen done. Come out of there. Then we do the same with the second one. Go into track motion, brings up the same box, and then all you do is try and match the box size to the other box that you've already done, and then you can save it as a preset. So there's the two videos done. Now what you want to do is stick your text in. So we go to media generators, go to text, choose whichever one you want from here. So we'll use this one, drag it in. There's the sample text. It's a bit big, so we'll use 48, I think. Go there, use side 1, space, side 2. And there it is. So obviously we don't want it there. So what you do is go to placement, move it down to where you want it. I know it is slightly different to the first screen that I showed you, but it's more or less the same. You can go into properties, change the tracking and the scaling, the background color, etc. Also effects, change all of these to however you want it to be, but because I'm keeping it basic, then I'm not going to go into that. Right, so you got your text, you got your colors, you got your two screens there. Now if you want to do any kind of other effects on any of the two videos, then let's say we want to make the right one brighter, so we just go drag the brightness into the right one, and let's say we want to invert the color of the left one, just drag it over. Basically you edit it like you would normally and it will show up, so you can add brightness, sharpness, all the different effects that you've got on here. You can basically add it like you would normally. So that's the side by side. Maybe we want to drag this over here. A quick little tip, as you can see there's two black lines down the side, and you don't want that in a YouTube video. So you go into event pan crop, go to source, maintain aspect ratio, you want to put no, and click out of that, and that basically stretches the picture to the size of the screen. So that's lovely jubbly. Let's say you want a full sized picture instead of the side by side. Now if you put the full size picture into the same track as the previous two videos, that is what's going to happen. You could do keyframing by going into the track motion and putting the keyframes in here. That is a long way of doing it basically. What I tend to do for quickness is just drag it into its own new track. I can do whatever I like with that, and I know that it's not going to affect the other two tracks. So I'm going to keep my side by side, and then I can go into there and do whatever I like with that. And then if I say want to put some more videos in to do a bit more side by side, then basically I just drag it over into the same tracks as the previous ones, and that will put them back into side by side. And there you go, there's the side by sides. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. I think you can pretty much do this in Vegas 7 and 8. The only problem is in 7 and 8 I'm not sure if the HD will work properly. But there you go, that is my side by side tutorial. I hope it's helped, I hope you've enjoyed it. I shall be doing some more tutorials later on. That's enough from me. Okay then, bye bye.